Has Kawaki trained in the timeless dimension for 1,000 years? And did we just get to see a glimpse of Himawari's rumored otsutsuki power? After 7 years of impatient waiting, the Boruto Timeskip finally made its debut under the name of Two Blue Vortex on 20th August 2023. With the release of the very first chapter, we are finally a big step closer to the prologue fight of episode 1. Boruto and the others have finally grown, and most people are still under the effects of Omnipotence. The cyborgs did not age because of the otsutsuki modifications on their body, and a bunch of things have unveiled that were enough to drop us in a vortex of mysteries. The chapter starts off with the reveal of Sarada's new design, the same one that we got to see in a promotional art from Vijam. We get to see her full design this time, where she is wearing an outfit which gives Akatsuki vibes. When Vijam released the artwork showcasing only one side of her face, I thought to myself that the reason she does not have the headband could be because she has went rogue to find Boruto, similar to how Naruto left the village to find Sasuke back in Shippuden. The Akatsuki look of her outfit enhanced this possibility even more. However, with the release of her full look, it's pretty clear that she wears the KONOHA badge on her jacket. This means she did not go rogue. However, she did mention a point later in the chapter which hints at her doing something similar. Anyway, she can be seen in the Hokage's office with a dissatisfied face. Then we get to see the double spread cover of the first chapter featuring Boruto with his new outfit and accessories. Everyone wanted the time skip to start off with the double spread chapter cover, and here we have it now. It seems like Kishimoto is about to do some double spread panels in the future too, cause the manga was announced to have some special features. Talking about the chapter cover, Boruto's sword and cloak seem to share a resemblance to Sasuke, but whether they are the same as his sensei will remain a mystery for some time. The accessories that he's wearing includes a pin that originally belonged to Himawari, a bold symbol that he also wears on his jacket, and an Uzumaki necklace. I'm curious if they will reveal how Boruto gets all these items. Could it be that he bought them from somewhere, or he stumbled upon some Uzumaki clan member who gifted these to him? The way Momoshiki foreshadowed a big plot twist, which might hopefully unveil the reality behind the Uzumaki massacre, makes it a huge possibility. Coming back to the chapter, it begins with a conversation between Shikamaru, who's now the 8th Hokage, and Sarada. It's all about Sarada advocating Boruto and convincing Shikamaru to take his death warrant back. Apparently, they both have had this conversation many times in the past, and the stubborn daughter of Sasuke is trying to convince the Hokage for the 100th time. This means throughout the time skip, Sarada has been constantly attempting to change Shikamaru's mind so that Boruto could get a chance to prove himself. However, Shikamaru believes he has crossed the line by killing Naruto, and we also get to see an older Konohamaru who tries to validate Shikamaru's point by referring to Aida's clairvoyance as evidence. There is no way they both would agree to Sarada, cause their minds have been completely brainwashed by Omnipotence. For them, Kawaki is the son of Naruto who got his father killed by an ungrateful outsider. Shikamaru attempts to make Sarada understand that even if he takes back his order, the people of Konoha won't forgive him, so there is no way out for him. He then advises her to go back on her mission, to which she gets enraged and calls Shikamaru a blockhead. Konohamaru immediately scolds her and tells her that she should mind her tongue, cause she is talking to the Hokage. Shikamaru interrupts and says he's worried about Sarada's future, cause she dreams of becoming a Hokage, but with this kind of attitude, she would always remain a genin. This single line of Shikamaru not only demeans Sarada, but also dropped a huge detail about the series that many of you might have missed. In the anime, Naruto appoints Sarada as a chunin, which completely falsifies this line of Shikamaru, where he refers to her as a genin. This means the anime and the manga are following two different timelines and are not connected in any way. This puts a huge question mark to the fate of Jogan as well, cause it has not made an appearance in the manga so far. However, this sun clip of Boruto was shown to be possessed by a himawari in an anime canon episode, which gives us some hope for the manga debut of the Jogan. It would be fun to see how the anime would play off such an important panel in its own timeline, only because the reply of Sarada won't be so impactful in the anime's narrative, where she is a chunin. She replies to Shikamaru by asking if it has anything to do with her father being a traitor, to which the Hokage says it's not about Sasuke, rather than her own future as a leaf shinobi. I think this confirms that Sasuke is now seen as a rogue shinobi for helping Boruto, or it could be that Sarada is referring to his past crimes, cause in the next panel, she recalls the events of Shippuden when Naruto left the village to bring Sasuke back, and how he became a Hokage even after being a genin. She further humiliates Shikamaru by telling him his role model is Naruto and not him. This statement of Sarada reveals how dangerous she could become. She can leave the village to follow Naruto's path to bring rogue Boruto back if the leaf takes back his death warrant. I can't understand how Shikamaru is so calm with this red flag of Sarada. He knows the history of her ancestors and the terrible things that they have done in their lifetime. If she ends up walking down the same path, it would be a great problem for the village. Talking about history, how does Sarada know about about the tale of Naruto and Sasuke. Could it be that she told Aida to tell her about the history of Konoha, Naruto and her father? Well, that would be really interesting and would explain how she grew so mature in the time skip. After Sarada's honorable mention of Naruto, the chapter transitions to the time-frozen dimension of Kawaki, where Naruto is sleeping. We get to see a new design of Kawaki, which is completely different from the one in the prologue scene. He has grown long hair and is calmly watching over his beloved parents in his Daigokuten dimension. The fact that Kawaki can roam around this realm proves that he can surpass our expectations in terms of power levels. This dimension is completely free of time, which means even if he spends decades here, he could return anytime without wasting a second of the real world. This could have granted Kawaki infinite time to train there, and this concept of Daikokuten dimension seems too similar to the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. By the time of the first chapter, Kawaki could have spent years training in his dimension, which explains how he unlocked the 8-triangle Dharmagen. If things go like this, there might come a time when Boruto will reach the Dragon Ball level of power scaling, with Kishimoto taking the bar to the Otsutsuki gods and beyond. I personally don't want the series to take that approach, as it would be better if the characters are given some reasonable drawbacks of their mighty powers to save them from getting too overpowered and broken. The way Kawaki was able to sustain a dimension without time, it makes me wonder if Boruto would be able to do that as well. Even if he is able to break through time, there is no way he would be able to know this. If he somehow finds out about this, then I feel like he would let Kawaki send him there after a prolonged fight, which would become his moment of saving his parents. The fact that Naruto and Hinata are unaffected from time, I feel like same would be the case for their memories, making them immune from omnipotence. Imagine a twist in the series where Kawaki would get everything he desired except the fatherly love of Naruto, which is privileged to Boruto. And the reason he couldn't get it would be because of his own mistake of sending him to a timeless realm. Coming back to the chapter, it's time for us to look at the timeskip design of Sumire, who has been given a schoolgirl look by Ikimoto. This was the first disappointment that I found in this chapter. Considering her backstory and vital role in the anime, I was expecting her to have an impactful outfit similar to the one worn by Sarada. The Akatsuki-inspired outfit of Sarada reflects her relentless desire of justifying Boruto in front of the world. I hope Sumire gets an outfit change in the future, cause something similar happens with Kawaki in the time skip. Remember, she is the class rep, so maybe this outfit is her usual uniform, and when the showtime comes, she could wear a battle outfit that would meet her expectations. Back to the chapter, Sarada confirms this wasn't the first time she had a clash with Shikamaru. She admits that omnipotence would make them look insane in front of everybody, cause all of them share the same memory. It has also been revealed that the effects of this power are enhanced with time, cause in the beginning everyone started questioning the fate of Momoshiki and how Kawaki has a Kara modified body. But with the passage of time, everyone accepted the false reality without further questioning. This proves that the level of reality manipulation by omnipotence is insane and could even make the most bizarre wishes come true. Sarada and Sumire get really annoyed, and this desperation of finding a resolve to this power takes them to Aida. When the spoilers dropped, everyone had this question in their mind that why are they both having this conversation about omnipotence with Aida 3 years late? Well, it seems like they have been coming to her periodically to see if she has figured out something that could reverse omnipotence. Aida tells them it's a losing game, so they should stop trying cause she has neither control over omnipotence nor her charm. Sarada says that they won't give up, and Aida repeats the same definition of omnipotence that was said by Momoshiki. She explains how everyone's memory of Boruto and Kawaki has got exchanged, and convincing the victims is a waste of time cause they have accepted the new reality. Instead of reversing everything, the most plausible way in Aida's eyes is to implement new memories into people, but that doesn't come without risk. The chapter then takes an interesting turn as Aida gets suspicious about Sarada and Sumire's immunity to omnipotence. She asks them if they are actually immune to her charm, to which Sumire remembers the warning of Shikamaru and starts adoring Aida. This shows that how low IQ Aida has, cause Boruto clearly told her that her charm power is also a manifestation of omnipotence. By perceiving the charm and omnipotence as two different abilities, she is setting herself on fire by letting Sarada and Sumire come close to her. They are the only ones who could kill her, and Aida being unaware of this fact, regardless of obvious hints, is pretty wild. Then we get to see a grown-up Mitsuki simping over Kawaki, and Kawaki getting annoyed by his weird obsession. Mitsuki's design really exceeded my expectations. The Boruto sequel has become a fashion show in terms of character designs, and Ikimoto has really done a great job this time. Back to the manga, Mitsuki's bloodlust is reflected in his eyes, as he desperately wants to take Boruto down. He reminds Kawaki the most obvious thing of Boruto being an otsutsuki, and Kawaki responds by saying he can't escape his eye, even if he gets his chakra signature erased. Mitsuki expresses his desire of killing Boruto Boruto, and Kawaki tells him to not simp around him cause it makes him uncomfortable. Suddenly Kawaki gets notified of Code's claw marks on the village outskirts and he quickly heads towards the site. Mitsuki starts questioning if Kawaki is actually the sun who was supposed to enlighten his moon. This proves that Kawaki has ruined Mitsuki as well as his destiny that was tied to Boruto. Boruto would have never let Mitsuki become a selfless avenger. The Kawaki effect on Mitsuki is terrifying, and it has been prophesied that the person who subscribes to this channel will get a full video on this topic really soon. Upon arriving at the destination where the claw marks were found, Kawaki shrinks them with Sukuna Hikona, revealing his dojutsu with 8 triangles. He has definitely got a lot stronger in the time skip, and the next panel indicates that he's also more smarter now. He immediately realizes that something was off with the guard, and his instinct was right. He found a claw mark right behind his back on the neck. It seems like Code had put hidden claw marks on several people, which helped him in invading the Leaf Village. His claw grimes soon start to appear and begin to attack the common people, which leads to Sarada showing up to face them. Meanwhile, we get to see the new design of Himawari with long hair and her training with Chocho in the middle of a forest. Soon the new young lord and Inojin make their entry, praising Himawari for her exceptionally sharp combat techniques. Inojin questions Himawari why she wants to get stronger, to which she replies her reason could be a bit controversial. She actually wants to help Boruto cause the version of him that exists in her memory is a bit different. She thinks he is the good guy, and if her gut feeling turns out to be true, then he could be in big trouble. She even believes her father is alive somewhere, which is surprisingly true as well. So it's either because of her brotherly bond that she shares with Boruto or the hidden power that Daemon sends from her. Either way, these hints again indicate that she will serve a vital role in the future. I will cover the otsutsuki instant of Himawari very soon, so subscribe to not miss that. Coming back to Sarada, after witnessing the regeneration power of the grimes, Code appears in front of her and greets her in a weird manner. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this panel is that how does Code know about Sarada? He hasn't even seen her before, so could it be that he spent all those years gathering intel about Konoha's people? Well, that's one of the possibilities, or maybe he had asked Aida to provide her these details during their alliance. There is even a theory which connects the familiarity of Sarada and Code to this missing panel from Boruto's Glimpse of Future. It could be that Code attacked Konoha before his encounter with Boruto 2 years back, and that was the time when he got his eye scarred by Kawaki. I will cover this in a future video, so turn on the notifications to not miss it. The iconic scar on the left eye of Code has made it clear that he has faced off Boruto in the past as well. The one who gave him this scar could be either Sasuke, Daemon, Kawaki or Boruto himself. He even makes it clear that he has been looking for him for almost 2 years now, which means he last encountered him a year after he went rogue. The reason he couldn't find him could be either Boruto erasing his chakra signature after parting ways with Sasuke, or maybe he has escaped to another dimension or the moon. The way Omnipotence has affected Code makes him pursue Boruto as Kawaki. So does this mean that Kawaki would have also come back to rescue his friends in the original reality? Well, at least Code thinks that way, and just when he asks Sarada to scream for him, Boruto appears out of nowhere and stomps his face. He even tells him why his wrist is so fragile, making it one of the most badass entries of the show. I wonder how the anime is about to pull off this scene. It will certainly be one of the most hyped episodes in the entirety of Boruto. Furthermore, Kawaki senses the presence of his Kama counterpart thanks to their resonance, and Shikamaru gets informed that Boruto appeared out of nowhere about Code's head. The Hokage tells everyone to deal with Code and also keep an eye on Boruto to find out what he wants. The chapter concludes on a point saying the Vortex of Fate collides again, which clearly hints at the 3 Kama builders this time. The way Sasuke is nowhere to be seen in this chapter has made everyone worried about his fate. I don't think such a vital character would face death by the hands of the one who has faced the most else in the series. Sasuke is either waiting for Boruto somewhere or he has turned himself into a sword, reflecting the events of the Ishiki arc. If that's not the case, then he's either dead or has been waiting for Boruto on the moon. You can find out more about these theories in these videos, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stuff. I will see you next time.